Hi guys, it's Hat Day. Roll Tide. So you're going to be seeing this in a couple of weeks and you're going to think back and be like, oh, I remember when we had Hat Day. That's the day Miss Whitfield recorded this video. Anyway, shows you that I am planning for you way far in advance. So today we're going to do something super fun, super cool. We're starting our Force and Motion unit. The culminating project in this unit, you get to design a roller coaster. Super fun. But there's so many fun things that we're going to do in this unit. And you may have already talked about force and motion in your classes. Awesome. And this is just a really good hit and a really good review for you. You may not have talked about force and motion, and you may not be talking about it this year in your class. That's okay too. You might be talking about it next year. So this is a really good precursor for those who haven't talked about force and motion, and this is a great review for those of you that have. And it's fun. You know, in school sometimes we don't say fun, we say powerful. It's powerful. All right, so let's get started. First, you've got to join Blendspace. Some of you guys might remember Blendspace from 2 years ago when I was here. But to join Blendspace, you have to create your own account. You're going to need to open your web browser. So open Mozilla. You know me, I have to open something strange because I'm on my MacBook. Here is my search engine, but in your search engine, in Mozilla, you are going to type Blendspace and spell the whole thing out, BLENDSPACE.com. I'll write that on the board for you, or whoever your teacher is today will write that on the board for you. And then hit enter, and it will take you to this page. When you are on this page, you are going to go click that blue sign up button, sign up. And the first thing on the left-hand side, I'm a student. You are not the teacher, you are the student. So you're going to click I'm a student. Now, it's going to give you some options to register with Google, don't. To put in an email, don't. What we are going to do is we're going to make this easy peasy. You are going to use your login cards. So your student ID and your password on your login cards are going to be what you're using today. So we know that your student ID is that top long number, and that bottom number is your birthday just kind of flipped around. What I want you to do is take your login card off your computer, even if you know these numbers. I don't care. Take your login card. Open it up like a butterfly, sit it on your CPU. We're used to doing all this. That top number, which is your student ID, you're going to type in. So I'm going to go ahead and do that right now for one person. See if it's you. He might recognize your student ID and be like, whoa, that's me. Oh, I'm putting it in the wrong place. No! Not what I'm doing. Remember I said no email. I have to click down into the right area. Username. Okay, the student ID goes in the username section. All right, and the birthday goes in the password section, or your password on your card. It's the birthday flipped around. We start with the year. All right, and then you're going to click register. If it asks you to save a password, say no. Not now. Not ever. All right, so when you're to this page, you're going to click join class. So if you see, you're going all blue buttons. Sign up was blue, I'm a student was blue, join class is blue, and it's going to ask you to put in your teacher's code. The student's in Miss Patterson's homeroom, and so their code is HNJW. I will give you these codes. They will be on the board, or your teacher who is with your class today will put it on the board for you. So click join class, and you're in. And if you look, you'll see down here at the very bottom, Miss Patterson's class, force and motion. So that's what we're going to be doing. We're going to be starting a force and motion unit today. If you click into this, so you go here and click in, boom. It's going to open the entire Blendspace packet for you. And it's pretty long, but this is going to be something that we're not going to rush through. This is going to be something we take our time with and enjoy. There's lots of different types of activities in here. There's videos, there's games, there is going in and creating Word documents. Quizzes. So there's a whole bunch of stuff so we can see how you're doing. And this is honestly, guys, like I really want you to try hard and do your best. This is more of a trial run for us to see how this goes, because I would love to turn so many of your science and social studies topics that you're covering in your grade levels into Blendspace units where you come in and you log in and you just start going and you start creating and learning and doing. I would love that. Okay, so to do Blendspace, I'm going to run you all through it real quick, even if you remember how to do it from 2 years ago. Start it's number order. So start with 1. Go click into 1. You just hover your hand over it. You see how now it's a cursor. It's an arrow. It can't click into anything. Now it's a hand. It can click. So click there. Welcome to our Force and Motion unit. You will learn all about the world of force and motion through following this web quest. Have fun, take your time, and get ready to be creative. Now, 2 ways we can go to the next thing. So if you look, there's an arrow button and it can take you next. Or you can click X right here. There's also a discussion thread that if you wanted to say something in here, start a discussion now, you should be able to. Oh, it's down here, hiding under my face. If I click down here, I can add a comment like, I am really excited to start. Everybody, and then hit enter, and it posts it. Everybody who is in your class will be able to see this discussion. I don't want this to become a discussion thread. I can see who posted it. It tells me about your student ID number. I can go and look. I don't want to have to sit there and track down inappropriate comments. But if you do have a comment or a question or something that you feel is appropriate to go up into the discussion board, you can type it onto the page. And right now, since I'm not super used to this, if you do put like a question on the discussion board, you might want to raise your hand and notify me. Hey, Miss Whitfield, I put a question on discussion board for slide number 1, and then I can go check it, and then I can answer you on the discussion board, and everybody else who is in there can see that question and that answer. It might help them too. Okay, so the next thing we could do is we can click the next arrow right here, or if I wanted to, I can click this X up top, and it takes me back to my home page for force and motion. And then I can go click into number 2 if I wanted to. This pre-test, no stress. I'm not grading you. I just want to see what you score. I will be able to see what you score. It records on my side of Blendspace. So do your best, but at the same time, it doesn't matter because it's not a test. Okay, so I'm not going to do this one right now. I'm going to go next. And there's a video. This video is actually showing you how to set up your Word document and how to save it, because we're going to be accessing it multiple times throughout this unit. Now, I'm going to stop talking about this because I think you get the gist of clicking the next button or clicking the X and seeing stuff. And then you've got videos that are recorded. Some are not recorded by me, some are recorded by others. But it's really, really fun. So once you go through all of it, once you watch our videos and you do all the activities within it, we get down to a web quest. The very last thing is a web quest. I'll probably talk to you guys more about that web quest later when I see how fast you're progressing through this. Now remember, we're not all going to go at the same speed. So I want you to go at your speed and at your pace. And if someone else is flying through it, don't feel like you aren't doing what you're supposed to be doing. You might be doing exactly what you're supposed to be doing. That person might be going too fast. But we all work at different paces. So go at what's appropriate for you, what makes you happy. And then when you get here to the web quest you have to read through and understand it, but you also have to work in partners. So when you get here, I'll be tracking you anyway, but I'll need to know so I can put you in groups and partners. This is going to be the biggest challenge for me as your teacher down here because of partnering you up with the topics that you want to focus on. You'll see when you get there. But yeah, learning experience for all of us, guys. I'm really excited to do this. I know you're probably really excited to get started. So remember, first thing you have to do is create that account. If you've forgotten, don't raise your hand and say, Miss Whitfield, I don't remember. Watch this video again. You know where to find this video. Watch the video. You can just watch the first few minutes of it if you need to. You don't have to watch the whole thing. So, peace out. Have fun. And welcome to our Force and Motion unit. Bye, guys.